Alright, here we go. Current state of affairs of the garage. So, we have some stacks of towels and painter's cloth here. This is Lauren's shelf right here. You can see they still have some boxes, even though they've gotten material from us lately. Those boxes came in the mail not too long ago. We have one roll of orange hose, which I've ordered 3 more rolls of it, which should be coming in tomorrow. We have one Honda EU 3000 IS right here. Still trying to troubleshoot this. It ran one day, and then the next day went to use it, and it wouldn't start up. I gotta check the compression and stuff. I think it's really old. Like, it's got an oil change and service sticker from like 98. So yeah, we bought this one and another one for $3,000. The other one got stolen, but it was probably 2 years ago. So it's been pretty good up until like a month ago. We got this light here. These tools and stuff here are Kyle's. There's some, looks like 3 rolls of black hose right there. There's a roll of orange, 2 more rolls of orange. So we got 4 rolls total. We have some different cleaning chains, brushes, large brushes. Sorry, I was just working on the truck. My wheel bearings and stuff went out today. So, yep, just here it is. 9:30 at night, and I'm just getting around to making this video because I've been working on my truck since. So I got some brushes here. I don't know why there's jumper cables in there. Don't make no sense, but I guess that's where they go now. We got, these are, let's see, these are resin cups. We got 4 packs of resin cups. We got 2 hoses for the Maxi. 2 packs of hoses. There's 10 in each. That's those small brown boxes right there. We have some cleaning paddles. Those are the sanding paddles. I don't know why there's batteries and stuff up here. This isn't where the shit goes. We've got some, this was the leftover boards from doing the interior of the trailer. It's just about, pretty much ready. We got one little leak around the window. We're trying to make sure that we got sealed up, and then it's good to move into. So up here on the top shelf, this over here is mastic. There's smart fill. So I think it's, well, let me get closer. Let's not say think. Let me get closer here. This is our tower of resin for lining. I'm going to move this away. So what is this? We have, there's fiber bonded mastic, 1 box. Fiber bonded mastic, 2 box. Fiber bonded mastic, 3 box. I'm going to guess that's 4 boxes of fiber bonded mastic for sealing up cracks and holes. 2 boxes of the smart foam, 1 here, 1 here. Yes, we have this stuff over the windows because anytime we don't have the windows covered, we have people creeping in the backyard. So we have wire mesh from the shelving, that kind of wire mesh screwed over the windows, and then that stuff on top of it so they can't see in. This is 1 box, 2 box of slow epoxy, the 4-hour stuff, and then we currently have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 boxes of Fast. I have another 20 boxes of Fast coming tomorrow. Here is a roll of black hose that it looks like is off of somebody's truck. We have some miscellaneous odds and ends here of material. There's a little bit of 3-inch there. There's some 2-inch, some other scraps of 3-inch. We have some air inversion. I think this is a chipping hammer. Let's see. Yeah, there's chipping hammer. We got a huge box of Bandit clamps right there. Here's some PVC that people come and randomly dig through and see if they need parts or if they have any parts to use. Here's the air inverter nozzles down there. I do not know where this vacuum came from, but I did have this vacuum right here. Here's the lid, but then somebody borrowed it for a job and brought it back without the screw-on drain plug, so now it's pretty much shot in the head. Well, I know somebody was just bitching they didn't have a bucket buddy, but here's one right there. You know, when I say check on the shelf, I guess that means don't turn on a light and don't open your eyes. But here we go. Here's some cameras. There's 3 micros right there. We've used a bunch of the parts off the micros to keep the big boys working. So most of those are, because the cables were down to like 20 feet. When I got the micros back from John, they all had less than 40 feet of cable on them. So I just used those to keep the big cameras for everybody else working. This one right here is a Sea Snake. The monitor is out being repaired, and then I will be getting that one back together. This right here is the very old Sea Snake. That one right there also has a monitor, and I have the mounting stuff for it. This right here is one of my old cameras that we used to use in an emergency. I think both of the camera heads on those are dead. Those are just a cheap, no-name $1,000 camera, but they have a really fat head, so if we had anything with a hole, those worked great to get over it. Here is a Gen I, old school Gen I reel, and the Gen I monitor. That still works. I don't remember if it locates, and it doesn't have the greatest picture, but I'm pretty sure it still works. This blue one right here, I have no idea where that came from. There's a blue reel and stuff right there. I have no clue. That one is also mine. I did some investigating to see if I could put the two together and make them work, and coincidentally, both of them had a bad head. Here's some scrap parts we have for rigid stuff. All these boxes of yellow cameras up here are empty, but this is the window that we kept finding footprints and stuff around, so we keep boxes. I've emptied the boxes out of all their parts, and we keep them stacked in front of the window just so if people try to break in, there's stuff in the way. What happened? Okay, I just bought 3 reels. I used one. Oh, right there. On top of that, there's one spool to make repairs with. That's a 205 footer. I'll be putting on a camera this week. We do have a rigid K60 right there. This is the big jetter right here that nobody wants to use because it's so big that it makes it really awkward to keep it in your vehicle, and it's not balanced very well if you don't have it strapped down. It will fall over easy. This generator right here is good. I put a new carburetor and stuff, and it runs. The problem is the whole inside of the tank is really rusty, and so I need to get a tank for that and replace the tank because I have flushed that tank out 3 or 4 times, and every single time it reclogs the filter and doesn't work. I've sent it out. I've taken it out to the job twice, and then I've sent it out with somebody once, and it's always seemed to get clogged up. So that tank needs to be replaced, and I've been looking for one. This is our backup large pump right here. All I need to do is put gear oil. It took me about 5 months to get an answer from Permaliner of what kind of oil to put in the gear assembly, and finally when they got back to me, they said, Put any kind of gear oil you want, it don't matter. Thanks. We have here's a drawer of excess parts. I've been saving the old bearings and putting the little bearings back in and rebuilding them for people to use. That's what that's why the when you turn the reel, it goes out. These are parts from some of the cables right here. We've got some electronics. Yeah, this was a couple, like an old board that I took out of something else and changed out the board on one of the cameras and made it work again. I have new parts organized up here and hanging on the wall for when stuff needs it. I got some parts on hand to trade out. This is off Dom's truck right here. We turned it on today to check the locator on the camera I rebuilt, and it didn't seem to be working right. I told him I'd get some batteries and give it a test run, and if it didn't work right, I'd send it out for repair. The house air compressor, always hooked up and ready to go. We got a nice cord going to the front of the garage so that if anybody needs to air up their tires in their trailer or their truck, there's always air right at the end of the garage ready to go. There's some parts in these boxes, but for the most part these boxes are empty. I just use those to ship stuff to Rigid to make sure that it's well protected. Honestly, if I had like a week, maybe 3 days that I could go through this garage, I could probably come up with a bunch more stuff that we could use in the field. But it's just, I don't have any time to do that I wouldn't be taking away from doing other things you guys need me to do. Here's this monitor right here is a good monitor. The problem is it uses the old school battery, which it's very hard to find the battery and the charger. I will ask at the camera place to see if I can get another battery and a charger. That way this can go back in the field and be used again. Let's see, is it the modern? I'm not sure. It's not a modern screen, so it's not gonna connect Bluetooth, but at least it gives us one to use. If anything, it gives me one to put on the bench up here and actually have one for testing. And there went all the shovels I just picked up. I think that is about everything in here. I mean, other than miscellaneous hand tools and stuff in my little workbench that I built over here, just screws and whatnot. I think that's about, yeah, it's about everything. Oh, here's those, this is what they call the dry end for doing a reterm on the cable, and you have to hook up all those wires. Here's one right here. You can't buy this piece. I have to recycle this piece and rewire this piece every time. They don't sell that end, so I keep all those I can find. I've even gotten a couple from the repair place. I think actually this one right here is from the repair place, just so that we can have some around for rebuilding cameras. But yeah, that's about it.